Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nioh 2. I'm the Mysterious JG. Did not bother to look up how to say 2 in Gaelic. Matter of fact, it's been a little, a couple days since I was recording this before. I've had this in rest mode the whole time, so I could jump right back on board and probably second guess later why I didn't just let this game sit for a bit, because it's one of the more frustratingly difficult games that I play. So what I'm going to do is see if I can make my way back to the previous... Did I hear one of those cat spirit guys? Or was that in my head? I hear voices in my head. They counsel, but they understand. They talk to me. I just want to see if I can still find... No, Fudgy the whale. Oh, yeah, you I can handle. But I'm basically, at this point, just kind of curious if I can get to a place where the game thinks a Kodama might be. Every time I see a wall of this size, I'm convinced there's going to be two eyeballs that'll pop up and reveal some awesome secret, but... Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I got that Kodama. Maybe it was the one that involved that really long path to get to... No, never mind. It's over here. So there's definitely one I missed. And, yeah, I screwed that up. Anyway, let him fall, and he won't gradually make his way over here. Oh, wow, that's all it was? Okay. Fine, I can live with that. So it's a bit of a goof for having not already figured that out. It's okay. Oh, hey, there's a... I never did figure out how to get over there. There's a treasure chest over there. I keep thinking that guy that I knocked off the edge is gonna show up here some kind of way. Perhaps he found another path that I didn't know about to get... No? But there has to be a way. Alright, so now I'm wondering about that treasure chest over there, but it's not as important as a Kodama to my feeling that we've done a full... I mean, I guess it's as important as a Kodama to doing a real proper folklore. There he is. Took him a while. I wonder if this would be sufficiently out of the way hiding place for me to sneak up on him. Be a bit silly if this works, honestly. But it sure looks like it's going to work. Yep. Yes, indeed. Alright, so... There's a door over there. But how does one get to it? Not seeing other stairs of any kind. It's got to be built into this building somewhere. Well, don't see a way to get over there either. Although it looks like that... Ah, that's farther than I meant to fall. Yeah, looks like there's a path over here that I have not explored. Okay. It seems like a pretty sizable amount of stuff I missed over here. Ooh. Okay, in part because I, just the simple fact that I got the neuropathy going on right now. Oh, I'm in the wrong stance. That the neuropathy makes me less confident in general with these action games. And although I pulled that off with one elixir use and otherwise fine, yeah, I felt a little more comfortable with the whole, it just made me feel more comfortable to have that get out of jail free card going. Oh. There's the elixir back. And it's a little corner of the world with, yeah, I was starting to get a little uneasy about how much stuff I appeared to have not explored up here, but it looks like we've hit the end of it in this direction. But if we were to go down and then cut right and go back up, we have the way to some of those treasure chests I missed before. I kind of was hoping now, since there's at least one Kadama that we haven't got, that we would find it. Now, why would you be, as far as I... Oh, that's why. It struck me odd that this guy's facing away from us here anyway. Ow. So it didn't alert him that his friend was firing, but the sound of us blocking the bullet from a certain range was enough. Okay. There could be other folks in here, but there's not. Don't fall off now. That would be annoying. Well, I'm finding little fun and exciting things to do that are going to fill up a certain amount of screen time, without me getting into trouble. I don't know why I got on this kick. I came across like as a random clip and was reminded of the fact that the Addams Family movies from like the late 90s were really funny. I don't know why I randomly got. So I was going back and watching one of those while drinking tea, and then I was like, oh, I'll switch away from that for a moment to... Ooh, that's a pretty high level. But I figured I would switch away from that for a few minutes to play this, and now I am making terrible spooky puns, except I didn't mean to do that. It just sort of happened. Maybe give me a cooler split staff, yeah. There you go, got lots more of these to go. A Terminus Switchglaive. Okay. It's a spider lily. It's got the mind of a spider in the body of a lily. It is not impossible someone else would get that. That's Bobo would get that reference. It is not like a reference to just some joke that we had. It is a cultural thing other people might have seen. But yeah, let me know if you got that reference, because it's nice to know if people are familiar with that show. But I'm not going to give you any clues because I don't want anyone currying false favor. Alright, well, we explored some new stuff. That was fun. I'm just going to run right past you guys, actually. Don't even want to deal with you. And I don't think they're still following, and if they are, as long as I can get close enough to this to actually activate it before I'm interrupted, I'm good. But now we're at a really dangerous spot, in a sense, because we're really close to leveling up, and I have been dying here a bit. Matter of fact, I'm going to just run right past this guy. I'm going to run right up these stairs. Because somewhere in this general area there was a shrine. It's either right here or it isn't, but I need to find a Kadama that is. Yeah, there's a shrine over here. There's a shrine somewhere on this side of all this, but there's also a Kadama. Something up on the ceiling? They do that sometimes in this game. Because whatever that making that spooky noise was, it was awful close. Okay, there's something on the roof of this place, and it sounds like. Is there? Yeah, there's a way to get. Okay. Alright, so I've got to get up there and cross over, and then on the roof of this building. Surely we can figure out a way to make this happen. After I've dealt with you. Whoa! What the hell, game? I was blocking! He's not even a fancy pants. I was worried he was there for a second. And by fancy pants, I mean just guy who's going to get dialogue and have extra fighting abilities. Yeah, because I'm in a mess of that, because I was literally holding the blocking button, or at least I thought I was. I blame neuropathy. I mean, it sounds like an excuse, but like that would have been a really weird. It's one thing if I'm like, I thought I pressed a button or executed a complex button combination. This was like, no, I felt like I was holding the button the whole time. Huh? Is there another guy hidden? Or is it just you? You I can deal with. You are not a problem. Don't want to have other enemies here that I didn't notice. Ah, dang, I thought that was an elixir. Alright, so we're keeping our eyes peeled. You and I together, gentle viewer. We're a team. That's right. You and you, the only person watching this, and me, the person playing it. We're working together here. There's got to be some way to get up. Okay, so I came through here before the other direction. And I don't want to proceed that way, because that's probably the end of the level. But we've missed a Kadama somewhere. Then again, it may not be the very, very, very end of the level. There might be... There's some way to get on top of this building and cross over a bridge there. Well, there's something I missed here. And those multi-eyeball monsters just hanging around, and I mean, if I don't have to fight it, I don't want to fight it, but for us to have free range to explore this place, we might have to deal with it. Or it could be up here. Okay, I think I got it now. Keep your fingers crossed that this turns out to be the last of the Kadama. Because it's got to be up here somewhere, right? There we go. All this mission's Kadama spirits have been guided to the shrine. Turn in your ring and your Tadak, for you are out of the shrine. Well, I'm down 1 elixir. I haven't used anything else. I guess we might as well head forward and see if we can get one more shrine to save at before the boss of this zone shows up. But yeah, I'm a lot more comfortable going this way now that I know we've cleared all the Kadama. Is this going to be the very end of the level, or is there going to be one last little stretch? Okay, this feels like it's the end. Alright. Yeah, we're about to drop into a boss arena. We'll get a cinematic. This will probably be Nagamasa himself. Oh, it's a bunch of undead warriors. Hanzo and Tadakatsu. Old friends, except that we're not William. Tadakatsu's big badass, but I guess anybody would be freaked out in real world by a bunch of skeletons attacking. Is it going to turn out Nagamasa has turned monster, but not of his own free will, or... No, he's here to kill Tadakatsu as well. Maybe Oichi wasn't as into him in this reality. Although he's not wearing the famous helmet. Nagamasa had a very specific helmet that shows up in all the games because it's... Any piece of character design costume that shows up in all the Samurai Warriors games is because it's based on some real history. Run, now, I'll protect you. I can't say that because I'm a mute protagonist, but... Well, maybe I get to work together with Tadakatsu. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, Tadakatsu's not helping me at all here. This guy's not taking a lot of damage either. Yeah, I was to say, that might have been asking too much for him to work like a normal yokai as far as his stamina meter. I'm trying to evade game. Oh, fuck. The pattern just kept going after I thought it was probably done. I'm not doing enough damage with all this. He's got, well, I got plenty of staying alive items left. He's not hitting me that often, but I'm not doing enough, not doing that much damage with my low risk offense. Oh, fuck. My get out of jail free card's worn off. I mean, I gotta tell you guys, this seems like it's not the hardest fight in the game, but my having some problems with some of the fancier control inputs here. Oh, I switched weapons without meaning to. I mean, the weapon I just stopped using might be just as good, but I didn't realize I'd switched weapons. I was using the wrong command inputs. Okay, now I'm out of items, and he's still got a third of his hit points left. I just did an elixir when I didn't need one because I'm so used to needing one. Okay, don't want to be too close to him, apparently. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, it's so freaking close. Just let me finish it. Woo! First try. Even with the stones, it ends like this. Oh, man, I am so happy about that. I'm guessing he was not the hardest boss in this game by any stretch. The fact that I was able to beat it on the first try. I used every single item I had except for 2 elixirs, but I was having real problems with the thumbs. I kept switching weapons, and I was using the Kusarigama without meaning to. And the Kusarigama is a fine weapon in this game, and I used it all through the original Nioh. But if you don't know that it's what you have equipped, and you're going for the command input for your best split staff attack, and suddenly you're doing this like goofy hop forward kick thing, yeah. But it's worked out, folks. I'm really happy about that. Hey, it's okay, buddy. We're gonna be friends. I can tell. I'm gonna bow to you, even though you didn't even try to fight that guy. You just started being all afraid immediately. Oh, do I get to marry Ina? I'm Tadakatsu. We will end the mission. We will proceed. I might just want to not push my luck and wrap up one video of this and switch to something else, because this will give me 2 weeks worth of videos, and without the neuropathy having made me really, really fail hard at any point. What a victory! We did it! And you taking out Magara Neotaka really helped swing the battle in our favor. The Tokugawa general Honda Tadakatsu was in awe, but it's pretty clear the Azai weren't fighting fair. They were using spirit stones. I mean, how else could they fight with yokai like that? And that monstrous form Magara Neotaka took? But how? Well, maybe now's not the time for this. Lord Nobunaga wants to keep this momentum going and make a push on Azai Nagamasa's stronghold, Odani Castle. Let's go, Lady Oichi is bound to be there. So I guess that's... Well, we had the new fire taunt/pose we can take, but I guess this wasn't the end of the mission. So, or rather, it wasn't the end of the Azai stretch of the game. The Twilight mission has changed. Oh, and I can level up, bitches. Let's absolutely do that before I go any farther. Oh, well, we can view illustrations. Gaki, Scampus, all of our rowdy friends here. Yeah, I gotta find one of these guys on camera, but I have a feeling they'll be popping up again. I guess I gotta cycle through. Here we go. No? Well, a yokai that appears in legends from the Oga Peninsula in northern Dua province. The Namahage are viewed as savage servants of the gods. Whatever. Oh, they use them to threaten children into good behavior. Okay. I just gotta keep until we get back to humans, I suppose. Shitty game called Lee. Well, never mind. Whatever it is that we... Oh, it was the... That was who it was, because the character directory we'll have. Magara Naotoka. Magara Naosumi is the younger brother of the famed warrior Magara Naotoka, and like his brother, he boasts near superhuman strength. Battle of Onagawa, he fought bravely alongside his brother and his nephew Takamoto against the Tokugawa forces before finally being defeated. Oh, these are just all those guys. Okay. I thought maybe we'd find out about the guy who turned into a big freak monster. Here he is. Magara Naotaka is a retainer of the Asakura clan. Famed as a general of unparalleled ferocity, Naotaka wields an enormous odachi known as Taro Tachi that measures no less than 160 centimeters in length, which he swings as if it weighs next to nothing. At the Battle of Onagawa, he mounts a solo raid on the Tokugawa forces, plunging into the serried ranks of his enemies, reaching the 8th line of a 12-line defense. The real reason for Naotaka's extraordinary display of ferocity in Onagawa is that in order to demonstrate his fealty to his master, he has made use of spirit stones to become a yokai. That seems like a rude statement to make about a real-life historical figure game. He is on the verge of defeating Honda Tadakatsu, one of the Tokugawa clan's mightiest generals, when the protagonist intervenes, turning the tables and striking Naotaka down. He is Tadakatsu, hereditary daimyo. Joins the forces. Some of those who joined forces are the same who burnt crosses. Sorry. Tadakatsu tries to take Naotaka on alone. We learned a lot about him before we... Hayachiro. Okay, well, we got some more things we can learn about him later, I guess. Hattori Hanzo? Apparently we know a lot about him from the jump, too. Peering into his kettle allows him to find out all sorts of awesome stuff. And Tale of the Nioh. It's the Tale of the Nioh there. Anyway, what I really meant to do is shrine. Level up, bitches. Looks like I was putting points into skill next. That increases Kusarigama at least. Key Pulse and Ninja Power. I'm thinking I was probably going to get this up to 15 and then switch over to something else. Life plus 5 is not that impressive. I guess magic helps the split staff. I've already put quite a few points into that, though. Dexterity helps the Kusarigama and skill. But it also helps my ranged. I'm sure I thought this through at some point in the past. Oh, and also, you need it for light armor, and I'm probably going to be going with a light armor type build. So the other thing to do is just level up evenly for a while. Poison and paralysis. I was doing these, but they've gotten far ahead of everything else now. Stamina doesn't do as much for you as you would think. It's equipment weight and cannons. And I guess there's probably certain equipment that you have a stamina requirement for. So I'd wanted to probably either be doing strength or skill. And right now, skill is giving me more. So I'll get it up to 15, and then I'll decide between strength and constitution probably for the next few levels. Good stuff. While we're all here together, folks, let's go to the hidden tea house. See, I did donate a few things. Let's see if we got any clan points for it. I am not online, so... Sheep. She grimmeth. Well, apparently I haven't done enough to, Singular Mastery. Increases damage dealt with a specific active skill and a specific stance when it is the only active skill set to that stance. Okay, so I can have active skills for multiple stances. Increases damage dealt with a specific active skill and a specific stance. Oh, wait, did I have tea utensil now as a thing? No, I don't have any more tea utensils. Okay. Any awesome new training missions I can do? Nope. So, like, for example, with the split staff, I took away just to be sure I had it, I took away everything except Unity Revolution, which has Masterful Slice. Nimble Slice, Murderous Strike. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm getting more damage out of it now, but maybe that's why you can only have one per stance, because it automatically puts extra damage into whatever that is. I hope that's how it works. Otherwise, I'm making a mess of things. So, L1 and square. Ambrita, 5% maximum health. Get a damage boost from dexterity. Plus, yeah, that's... There we go. So I'll make sure if I'm in the wrong stance, I'll at least get something now. Unity Revolution, Unity Revolution. Side Splitter. Cool beans. Any skills I want to learn? I did learn some new skills. I think I'm just holding on to these for a while. I think that was the plan for all of those. Alrighty. So that's it for this video. When we come back next time, well, there's a couple of things we could be doing, but I think I'm going to take a little break from this. I think I don't want to push my luck. I had fun with this session. But yeah, I really feel like I could push my luck if I try to keep going. Because I beat a boss on the first time. Like, part of me is like, oh no, you're doing good. Like, keep this momentum up. I'm like, nah. It really feels like I could be pushing it. But we got all the Kadamas. We have a new mission, A Bird in a Cage.
So even though his castle's surrounded, Nagamasa's not going to listen to Nobunaga's demands and set Lady Uichi free. That means the only choice is to storm the place. But to think that she's there, right in the middle of all this chaos. Hidi, it's up to us to get her out of this alive. The enemy are preoccupied with holding off Lord Nobunaga's troops. Let's use this chance to slip in and find Lady Uichi.
Well, there you go. That's where she becomes a big plot person. I'm just looking for any other places where we could get Kadama right now. And sometimes there's side missions where you just have a few Kadama you can get. The tiger approaches.
Hidi, I've got a job for you. While we've been busy engaging the Azai and Asakura forces, there have been signs of movement from the east. The fearsome General Takada Shingen, the Tiger of Kai, is on maneuvers. The forces of Tokugawa, sworn ally of the Oda, attempted to engage him at... boy. Sanpo but were completely obliterated. Unfortunately, it seems like the hot-blooded Handu Tadakatsu hasn't returned from battle. Tadakatsu. I'm worried about Shingen's movements, but first things first, we need to find Lord Tadakatsu. He's my best friend ever. There's no way we'd ever be enemies.
Yep, alright, so, like I said, that's it for this video. When we come back next time, we'll probably do the side missions before we jump into the next main story mission, but I don't think I made it look easy, but I'm just pleased as punch that we actually won that fight in the first try and didn't lose all of that Amrita. So, which reminds me. Storehouse, let's move that to the item box. Okay. I wanted to make sure we refilled on, because I did actually use one of those, and I wasn't sure if I don't think they auto-replenish the way some things do when you go to a shrine. So yeah, when we come back next time, guys, all sorts of exciting stuff. See you then. Bye-bye.